What's up, guys? Okay, so this is a new segment that I'm going to be doing every once in a while, and this is called Ask Hardcover Something. And today we're going to be covering if we are getting an Annihilation Omnibus. For those of you that don't know, Annihilation is a Marvel Cosmic event that pretty much jump-started the modern-day Marvel Cosmic era. It was done by Dan Abnett, Andy Lanning. They had a huge hand in it, and your favorite characters, the Guardians of the Galaxy, were first really introduced in this book, at least the new generation. We've had a few other incarnations, but the primary Guardians of the Galaxy as we know them today were introduced during this era. The one question that fans seemingly always ask is, when are we getting an Annihilation Omnibus reprint? I see it all the time in forums, I get asked about it all the time weekly when I do a Q&A show, and to be honest, I think maybe not. I'm going to preface something though. It's really impossible to tell what Marvel is going to solicit. However, we can get a general gist of what's going to happen based on the films. Recently, we just got a World War Hulk Omnibus announcement, and what that means is, like we've seen in the past, if a film is coming out and it even lightly ties into an event that happened with Marvel, chances are that we will get an omnibus out of it. With the second Guardians of the Galaxy film coming out this summer, this would have been the perfect time for Marvel to reprint the Annihilation Omnibus. Unfortunately, doesn't seem like it's happening. We've already got solicitations for pretty much the entire year, and it's not even on there. Combine that with the fact that the Annihilation Conquest Omnibus, the sequel to the Annihilation Omnibus, was just put on sale, well, that doesn't bode well for a reprint. Think about it, guys. Why would Marvel reprint an omnibus when the sequel to said omnibus was just put on a huge sale because they had so many? It's not really a good sign for a reprint of it. But once again, we don't know how Marvel functions, we don't know how their solicitations functions, and anything could happen. Anything could happen. It can get a reprint. I'm just saying, chances are very slim. So what's the best bet? I think honestly what's going to end up happening is a few months down the road, or maybe even sometime next year, once all of the Marvel Cosmic Omnibuses have been published, some of them are out of print, yada yada yada, Marvel is going to release Ultimate Collections. We've seen them do this in the past for different runs. Ultimate Collections are easy trade paperback collections that contain different runs. For example, we have Astonishing X-Men, that's in Ultimate Collections. We have Grant Morrison's All New X-Men, things like that. Uncanny X-Force, a perfect example. The Omnibus came out and then the Ultimate Collections came out. Really, really great example of something that Marvel might do. You know, I think stuff like this is kind of funny because fans have been clamoring for an Annihilation Omnibus reprint since pretty much when the Omnibus had first come out. It's been on a lot of people's must-have list, and we're seeing a whole bunch of stuff get reprinted recently. You know, we're getting the Garth Ennis Punisher Omnibus, like I already mentioned. We're getting the Thor Walter Simonson Omnibus reprinted, things like that, but still, Marvel seems to be leaving this crown jewel for a lot of people out of circulation. So in closing, what I want to say is don't go out and pay luxurious amounts of money for this omnibus. Really, no book is worth $300, $250. Don't pay that much. Really, guys, it's not worth it. It's one of my favorite Marvel events, but it's not worth that price. Hold out. Please, please hold out, guys. Make the smart choice here, because if you do, I've seen a lot of people purchase omnibuses for a huge amount of money, and then months later, an Ultimate Collection gets solicited or the omnibus gets reprinted. You might be kicking yourself in the ass later. That about does it, guys. If you enjoyed this content, please follow me on Facebook and Twitter. And if you like what I just showed you here and you want more content that cannot be seen here, Patreon is found down below. Check out those links, guys. For as little as $1 a month, you get exclusive content. Love you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below. Have a great week. Bye.